Are you tired of sounding basic when you speak English? Imagine speaking with confidence and sounding fluent every time you open your mouth. In today's video, you will learn 50 advanced phrases that will instantly take your English to the next level. I'll break down their pronunciation and show you how to use them in real life conversations. If you're new here, hi, I'm Bruno. I've been learning English for over 10 years now, and I live in the UK. My mission with this channel is to help you improve your English by sharing everything that I've learned along the way so that you can achieve fluency much faster. Let's dive in. In this first section, you will learn advanced phrases related to greetings and politeness. Instead of saying, how are you, which is really basic, say, how have you been? Or how's it going? How are you doing? Which in informal everyday English, we say, how you doing? How you doing? So, how are you? How are you? How have you been? How have you been? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? In natural English, we link words, we link phrases. How's it going? How's it going? We don't say, how is it going? No, we say, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? Okay? And how are you doing becomes how you doing in informal everyday English. How you doing? How you doing? All right? So, for example, hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? Pretty good, thanks. What about you? Pretty good, thanks. Or pretty good, thanks. How about you? It's been a while. Have you been? It's been a while. It's been a while. Have you been? If you struggle to say these phrases in a natural way, just pause the video now and practice. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How have you been? Have you been? How you doing? That's just how people talk in real life. Replace I'm fine, thank you with I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Now, there are two ways to pronounce the TH in English. The first is in words like think, thanks, thanks, and thought. The second is in words like this, that, these, and those, mother, bother. All right, so one of the things that I used to struggle with was the ability to express my opinion more accurately. In the next section, you will learn some common ways to do that. I use those phrases every day in my daily meetings at work. Upgrade, nice to meet you, to it's a pleasure to meet you. Again, nice to meet you, nice to meet you. We don't say nice to meet you. No, we link it all together. Nice to meet you, nice to meet you. It flows together. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Okay. Now, there are two ways of saying nice to meet you. You can say nice to meet you, or nice to meet you. It depends. Some people say nice to meet you. Some people say nice to meet you. It all depends. All right. So instead of saying thank you very much, you can say I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Replace you're welcome with no worries or my pleasure. By the way, did you know that native speakers use many different phrases to reply or to respond to thank you? There are at least 10 that they use all the time, and I made a video about it. If you want to learn them, check out the link in the description below. How many of these do you already use? Drop your answer in the comments. If not many, don't worry. By the end of this video, you will have loads of phrases ready to use. Section 1. Greetings and politeness. Two friends meeting after a long time. Hey, it's been ages. Have you been? Pretty good. Just busy with work. What about you? Colleagues connecting at a conference. I haven't seen you since last year's event. Have you been? Doing well, thank you. It's great to be here again. Neighbors chatting at the mailbox. Morning. How's it going? Not bad. Just trying to survive the Monday blues. A team leader checking in with a team member. Hi, Alex. How's it going with the report? Pretty smooth so far. I'll have it ready by tomorrow. Old classmates bumping into each other. Hey, long time no see. How you doing? Not too bad. Still teaching at the school. You? Informal chat at work. Hey Mike, how you doing? Good, thanks. Busy as always. After being asked about their day. How's your day going? It's going well. Thanks for asking. How about yours? Greeting at a business meeting. Hello. How are you today? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. It's great to meet you. Introductions at a networking event. Hi, I'm Luke from Bright Tech. It's a pleasure to meet you. Likewise, I'm James from Digital Solutions. Meeting a friend's new partner. So, you're the famous Sarah I keep hearing about. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, nice to meet you too. Thanking a mentor for guidance. Thank you for reviewing my presentation. I really appreciate it. Anytime, you're doing a great job. A friend helping you move. Thanks for carrying those boxes. I really appreciate it. No problem. That's what friends are for. After someone apologizes for being late. Sorry for being late. The traffic was crazy. No worries. I just got here myself. Responding to a colleague. I'm sorry I didn't respond earlier. No worries. I understand things get busy. After helping a client. Thanks for assisting with the documentation. My pleasure. Let me know if you need anything else. After lending a friend a book. Thanks for letting me borrow this. My pleasure. I hope you enjoy it. In this section, you will learn some common ways to express opinion clearly in a more advanced way. And in the next section, you will learn phrases we use to talk about everyday activities. So instead of saying, I think that I deserved to be paid more, you can say something like, in my opinion, I deserve to be paid more. Do you really? For example, in my opinion, this is the best way to learn English. You can also say, from my perspective, this and that. Replace I agree with I completely agree or I'm on the same page. I have a question for you. Do you think that native speakers speak fast? Well, I used to think that too, but guess what? They don't. What if I prove to you that they do not speak fast and that you can also talk like them? Not fast, but in a natural manner. You see, they speak at a natural, normal, everyday pace or speed. But you think that it's fast because your ears are not used, you haven't trained your ears to hear and to understand normal everyday speech. Let me give you an example. How would you say this, like naturally? Say it. Pause the video now and say it. Now, if you are a beginner, you might say something like, I'm on the same page, very slowly, like robotic. Native speakers don't talk like this, or fluent speakers don't talk like this. Okay, so native speakers or fluent speakers might say something like this. I'm on the same page. I'm on the same page. This is natural everyday speech, everyday pace. I'm on the same page. I'm on the same page. I'm on the same page. I'm on. We just link every sound, every word. All right. So this is how you talk at a normal speed, by linking words. All right. Linking sounds together. Now, the difference between a beginner and an advanced or a native speaker is that learners speak like robot. I'm on the same page. But a native speaker or a fluent speaker speak fluently, or like a native speaker, really linking everything together naturally. But if you master this, you will sound more fluent instantly. That's one of the reasons why it sounds like they speak really fast, when in reality, they just speak at a normal speed, which you are not used to. So if you want to be able to understand native speakers better in movies and TV shows and YouTube videos, you have to train your ears to hear and understand native English speakers, to understand everyday English. Do you think this is helpful? Do you think this is helpful? Absolutely. I'm on the same page. Repeat after me. I'm on the same page. I'm on the same page. I'm on the same page. You need to practice a few times so that you can get the hang of it. Upgrade, I don't agree, to I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Or I'm not entirely convinced. I'm not entirely convinced. Did you notice that I didn't say I don't agree? I said I don't agree. I don't agree. So we don't pronounce the T. We drop the T. Also, convinced, convinced. The ed ending, convinced, in the past, convinced. Instead of saying that's good, say that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Or that's remarkable. That's remarkable. Good. Good is not good. It's good. All right. That's good. Good. Now replace that's bad with that's unfortunate, or that's disappointing. Unfortunate, unfortunate, disappointing. Now, if you live in the UK, well, if you want to learn the British English, you need to say bad. They say bad in England. In America, they say bad. All right. So bad. This is really bad. I remember struggling to express my opinions in meetings and in conversations with others. But once I started using words like from my perspective and in my opinion, I noticed that people started taking my ideas more seriously, which is awesome. Do not underestimate the power of precise language. During a team meeting, in my opinion, we should prioritize quality over speed for this project. That's a valid point. Let's discuss it further. Chatting with friends about movies. What did you think about the new superhero movie? In my opinion, it was entertaining, but the plot was too predictable. Debating in a professional setting. From my perspective, investing in research will yield long-term benefits. I can see where you're coming from. Discussing a personal issue with a friend. From my perspective, you should talk to her directly and clear the air. You're right, I'll do that. During a business discussion, I think improving user experience should be our top priority. I completely agree. It's essential for retaining customers. Talking about travel plans with a friend. We should avoid traveling during the holiday rush. I completely agree. It's always a nightmare at that time. During a team meeting, we'll focus on the prototype first before expanding the features. I'm on the same page. That's a smart approach. Planning an event with friends. So, we're all meeting at 7 p.m., right? Yep, I'm on the same page. Discussing music tastes with a friend. That band is the best of all time. I beg to differ. I think they're overrated. In a project review meeting, this approach will work perfectly for our clients. I'm not entirely convinced. Have we considered potential risks? Talking about a movie recommendation. You'll love it. It's a masterpiece. I'm not entirely convinced. The trailer didn't grab me. Hearing a friend's exciting news. I got accepted into the program. That's fantastic. I'm so proud of you. Reacting to a friend's personal accomplishment. I finished writing my book. That's remarkable. You've worked so hard for this. In a business meeting, discussing setbacks. The client has decided to cancel the contract. That's unfortunate. Let's focus on finding new opportunities. Reacting to a poorly rated movie. The movie didn't live up to the hype. That's disappointing. I was looking forward to it. In this section, you will learn phrases that we use to talk about everyday activities. Let's go. So instead of saying, I'll do it later, say, I'll get to it shortly. I'll get to it shortly. Okay? Or replace I'm busy. Also, busy. It's not busy, it's busy. I'm busy. Replace I'm busy with I'm swamped. Swamped. Again, ed ending. Swamped. Okay? Or I've got a lot on my plate. I've got a lot on my plate. Now, this is British pronunciation. I've got a lot on my plate. I've got a lot on my plate. I've got a lot. Okay? In American English, you would hear something like, I've got a lot on my plate. I've got a lot, a lot. I've got. In Britain, we say I've got. Okay? I've got a lot on my plate. A lot on my plate. I don't say the lot. Okay? I've got a lot on my plate. Now, swamp, swamped. Practice with me. Say swamped, swamped. Busy, busy. All right? 3 times out loud. Try to say it. Busy, busy, swamped, swamped. All right. I can't talk right now. I'm swamped with work. Now, did you notice that I did not say I can't talk right now? I said I can't talk right now. I can't talk right now. Another thing that native speakers do all the time is they drop certain letters. In this example, the letter T at the end of can't and right were dropped. I can't talk right now. I can't talk right now. This makes our speech feel more natural and fluent. All right. Everybody talks like this. Upgrade I'm tired to I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, or I'm completely drained. I'm completely drained. Okay. So tired, exhausted, drained, drained. Say it, drained. In the UK, we say I'm knackered. I'm knackered when you're tired, when you're very tired. I'm knackered. Instead of saying I'm very hungry, say I'm starving. I'm starving. Or I'm famished. I'm famished. Quick challenge for you. How would you say this in a more natural and fluent way? Now, if you've been paying attention to what I explained a moment ago, you will be able to do it. All right, so give it a try. Pause the video now and try to say this phrase in a natural manner. I'm going to say it now. I don't know. I don't know. I don't say I don't know. I don't know. Or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Remember, the T at the end of most words is not pronounced in real life conversations. Once again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So replace I don't know with I'm not sure. I'm not sure, or I'll need to check. I'll need to check. Replying to a work email. Thanks for sending this over. I'll get to it shortly and follow up with you by the end of the day. Explaining workload to a manager. I'd like to assist, but I'm swamped with deadlines this week. I'd love to assist, but I'm swamped with deadlines this week. Replying to a friend asking to hang out. Wanna grab coffee later? Wanna grab coffee later? I wish, but I'm swamped with work today. Turning down a new project. I appreciate the offer, but I've got a lot on my plate at the moment. I appreciate the offer, but I've got a lot on my plate at the moment. After a long day at work. Let's go for a run. No way, I'm exhausted. Let's chill instead. In a professional setting. After back-to-back meetings today, I'm exhausted and need to recharge for tomorrow. Expressing burnout to a colleague. I've been pulling late nights on this project, and I'm completely drained. Talking to a friend after studying. I just finished 5 hours of exam prep. I'm completely drained. After a long day of errands. Fancy heading out for a drink? I wish, but I'm knackered. Let's do it another day. After skipping lunch. What do you feel like eating? Anything. I'm starving. Let's grab something quick. Talking to a sibling. Dinner's not ready yet. Are you kidding? I'm starving. I'll make a sandwich. At a restaurant. What would you like to order? I'll take the biggest meal on the menu. I'm absolutely famished. Do you think the sequel will be any good? I don't know. The first one was pretty average. At a trivia game night. What's the capital of England? I don't know. Is it New York? Responding in a business meeting. Do we have enough data to finalize the report? I'm not sure. Let me confirm with the research team. Making weekend plans with a friend. Will it rain tomorrow? I'm not sure. We should check the forecast. Replying to a manager's query. Have we received feedback from the client? I'll need to check and get back to you. One of the things that we do every day is describing people and things around us, right? So in this section, you will learn some ways to do that. Instead of saying she's nice, say she's thoughtful, or she's kind-hearted, thoughtful. Again, the TH pronunciation, thoughtful, she's thoughtful, okay? So she's kind-hearted. Replace it's big with it's enormous, or it's massive, it's gigantic, all right? For example, the house isn't just big, it's enormous. enormous. Upgrade, he's funny too. He's hilarious, hilarious, or he's witty. Okay, so funny, hilarious, witty. Instead of saying it's small, say it's tiny, or you can also say miniature. Okay, tiny or miniature. Replace it's old with it's ancient, or it's historic when you're talking about something that is really old. Did you know that the word you choose can paint a clearer picture of what you were trying to say? So instead of saying something is nice, go for a word that highlights what's special about it. For example, instead of saying, wow, that's a nice car, say, wow, that car is fast. Discussing a mutual friend. Why do you think she's such a great friend? She's thoughtful. She always remembers the little things. Complimenting a friend. Did she really help you move all your stuff? Yeah, she's so kind-hearted. I didn't even ask. In a speech. She's kind-hearted, always going out of her way to help others. Reacting to a new house. What do you think of the backyard? It's enormous. You could host a party out here. Talking about a TV screen. Check out my new TV. Wow, it's massive. Watching movies must be amazing. Talking about a comedian. Did you like his set? Yeah, he's hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. Complimenting a friend. He's so witty. His comebacks are always on point. Commenting on an apartment. What do you think of the kitchen? It's tiny, but it's cozy. Talking about a phone. That phone is tiny compared to mine. Describing a piece of furniture. This chair looks ancient. Is it an antique? Talking about technology. This laptop is ancient. It still runs Windows XP. During a tour. This site is over 500 years old. That's amazing. It's so historic. Discussing a landmark. That building was part of the civil rights movement. Wow, it's historic. I didn't know that. Now, in this section, we will take a look at some phrases used in professional or academic situations or settings, all right? So instead of saying, I need help, you can say, I need assistance, or I require assistance. For example, I require assistance. I can't find the reception, all right? So replace let's meet with let's schedule a meeting. Okay, let's schedule a meeting. Let's schedule a meeting. Could we schedule a meeting for next Monday? Instead of saying, can you do this? You can say, could you handle this? Could you handle this? All right. Could you handle this? Handle this? Could you handle this? Could you handle this? All right. Instead of saying, I'll send it, say, I'll forward it to you. This is very used in emails and stuff like that. All right. So I'll forward it to you. Instead of say, I'll send it, I'll forward it to you. Replace that's right with that's accurate or precisely. Okay, so that's right, that's accurate, and precisely. Try using one of these phrases in your next email or conversation. It will boost your confidence and you'll sound smarter. Trust me. In an email to a colleague, I require assistance with the quarterly report. Could we schedule a meeting to discuss it? We've hit a roadblock with the new software implementation. I require assistance from the IT team. Talking to a team member. Let's schedule a meeting next week to finalize the project's timeline. Delegating a task in a meeting. We're short on time for the presentation. Could you handle the design updates? Talking to a junior colleague. Could you handle the client follow-ups while I work on the proposal? In a presentation. Does this chart reflect the latest data? Yes, that's accurate. It's based on the most recent report. During a technical discussion, your interpretation of the code is correct. So, the launch will be delayed if the testing isn't completed? Precisely, that's why we need to allocate more resources to testing. Agreeing with a statement. Precisely, that's exactly the approach we should take moving forward. We have to deal with so much in our life that we need to be able to explain some of our emotions and, reactions in English properly. This is what you will learn in this section, how to express your emotions and reactions. in a more advanced way. All right, let's go. Instead of saying I'm happy, which is pretty basic but very powerful as well, you can say I'm thrilled. Thrilled is used when you're very happy. Okay, so instead of saying I'm very happy, you can say I'm thrilled or I'm overjoyed. Okay, overjoyed, but it's fine to say happy. These are, some other ways to say the same thing. I'm overjoyed that you are learning these phrases. They will definitely help you to sound smarter and more fluent in English. Replace I'm sad with I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken, or I'm devastated. For example, if your relationship ends, you can say I'm heartbroken or I'm devastated. I hope it doesn't happen to you, but So instead of saying I'm surprised all the time, say I'm astonished. I'm astonished, or I'm taken aback. All right, I'm taken aback. Instead of saying I'm scared, say I'm terrified. If something scares you to death, you can say I'm terrified or I'm petrified. I'm terrified. I'm petrified. Petrified. By the way, make sure that you are repeating after me if you struggle to say these words. All right, so you can pause the video, go back and listen to how I say these words and phrases and repeat after me. This is how you improve. Okay, if you just listen and don't try to say them, you will not learn them. Okay, so a lot of these words, in order for you to say them naturally, you need to actually say them. All right, otherwise you will not be able to say them naturally. So you have to practice. It requires practice. So these are strong words used in situations where you are scared to death. Okay, petrified or terrified. Replace I'm very angry with I'm furious or I am outraged. Okay, so furious and outraged. Outraged. I have a challenge for you. Drop a comment with the emotion or reaction that you express most often and how you'll say them differently now that you know all of these different ways to express your emotions and reactions in English. After receiving good news, you got the job. I'm thrilled. I can't wait to start. Discussing a trip. We're finally going to Paris next month. I'm thrilled. It's been on my bucket list for years. Thanking someone after a life-changing event. I'm overjoyed by your support during this journey. It means the world to me. Talking about a personal achievement. I'm overjoyed that I finally completed my degree. After a breakup. Are you okay? Not really. I'm heartbroken, but I'll get through it. Reacting to an impressive result. I'm astonished by the team's performance this quarter. Excellent work. In a professional setting, I was taken aback by the unexpected changes to the project timeline. About fear. I'm terrified of heights. There is no way I'm getting on that roller coaster. Before a major event, I'm terrified about tomorrow's presentation. I hope it goes well. Reacting to a scary situation. When I saw that spider, I was petrified. Talking about public speaking. I'm petrified of speaking in front of an audience. After a misunderstanding. Why are you so upset? I'm furious. They completely ignored what we agreed on. Writing a formal complaint. I'm outraged by the level of service provided. I expect this to be rectified immediately. I'm outraged that they charged us extra without explanation. Congratulations, you just added more than 50 advanced phrases to your English vocabulary. Well done. Good job. But don't stop here. Don't stop here. The key is practice. Like I said a minute ago, you need to open your mouth and say these words. You need to practice. If you don't have anyone to practice with yourself. Okay, you don't need anybody. Just talk to yourself. It works. It's not the best way. Ideally, you would find someone, find a partner who you can, have daily practice with. But if you can't find anybody, just talk to yourself. Better than nothing, right? Try using these new words and phrases in your daily conversations or in your daily practice. You'll notice how much more confident and fluent you will sound. Now, if you found this video helpful, I'm sure you will love my next video where I share 10 essential phrasal verbs in English for daily conversations. They are used in films, TV shows, YouTube videos, you name it. You have to use them. You have to learn them. It's a must. Click right here to watch next. I'll see you there. Peace.